It's good to come your way once again. My name is Nanaya Edu. In our previous lesson, we have looked at operations on polynomials. We have looked at how we can add polynomials and how we can subtract polynomials. Remember to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can get all videos on time. In this lesson, we want to consider operations on polynomials. We want to consider how we can divide polynomials. But before we look at that, let us consider something on the division of numbers in general. So basically, when we are dividing numbers, there is something interesting that we did when we were in the basic schools, right? So for instance, when we are dividing a number like 35 all over 3, we know that the 35 here represents our dividend, right? And then the 3 here is our divisor. Now, for us to be able to perform division of 35 over 3, one method is to use a long division, where we write the divisor 3, and then we write the long division sign, and then write the dividend 35. So the process we go through is that first we'll take the 3 and divide this by the first number 3 here. So 3 divided by 3 gives us 1. And then we are going to take the 1 and multiply by the 3. So 1 multiplying 3 gives us 3. Then we are going to subtract, right? So 3 will subtract 3, and that gives us 0. Then we bring out 5, right? So once we do that, we go again and go and divide the 5 by the 3 here, and that gives us 1 as well. Then we multiply 1 times 3 to give us 3. And then when we subtract 5 minus 3, we are going to have 2. So we have 11 here representing what we call the quotient. We have the 3 here being the divisor, and we have the 35 here being the dividend, right? So we know that the 2 here, we call it the remainder. So look at something. When we have 35 all over 3, we can express it as first the quotient 11 plus the remainder 2 all over 3. When we perform the addition of this, we know that we can multiply 3 by 11, which is 33, plus 2 will give us 35 over 3. So it means that when we have the dividend, right, all over the divisor, we can express it as a quotient plus the remainder all over the divisor, right? So it means that the dividend all over the divisor can also be expressed as a quotient, right, plus the remainder all over the divisor. Now let's consider an example on division of polynomial functions, and then we will look at how similar this is with what we have just looked at. So the question says divide x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 3 by x minus 2. So let's perform that division. We want to divide x cubed, right, minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 3 by x minus 2. So let's consider the division. So we have, right, divisor, which is x minus 2, and then it is divided by our dividend x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 3. So the process we'll go through, first we are going to take the x, and then we divide that by the s cube here. So x divided by s cube is going to give us s squared, right? Let's consider that s cube all over x. So we can cancel out, right, and have our s squared. Or we can have s cube all over s can be equal to indices, right? Division goes with subtraction. So s cube minus 1, which is also s squared, right? So that is it. So we take our x term, and then we divide it by the first term in the dividend, which is s cubed, and then write it at the top, which is s squared. Then we are going to take the x squared at the top here and multiply it by the divisor, everything in the divisor. So x squared multiplying x gives us x cubed. Then x squared multiplying minus 2 gives us minus 2x squared. Then we'll go through the process of subtracting, just like we do in long division. So when we subtract, you realize that the x cubed and the x cubed goes away. Then we have minus 5x squared. Now we know how to subtract polynomials now. So minus 5x squared minus 2x squared. Right? And negative becomes what? Positive. So it means that we are going to have minus 3x squared. Right? Then we bring the rest of the variables plus 4x minus 3. Now we go through the division again. So minus 3x squared divided by x will give us minus 3x, right? Minus 3x squared divided by x. This cancels. Then you are left with minus 3x. So that is it. Then once we do that, we are going to go through again by multiplying the minus 3x by the divisor, x minus 2. So minus 3x multiplying x will give us minus 3x squared, right? And then minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 multiplying minus 2, right? Multiplying will give us positive 6x, right? Then we subtract again. In this case, we know that negative 3x squared minus minus becomes positive 3x squared, means that the 3x squared goes away. And then we have 4x minus 6x, which gives us minus 2x, right? Minus 3. We bring out minus 3. Then we go again. We are going to have minus 2x divided by x. So minus 2x divided by x, right? Which is just minus 2. So we are going to have minus 2 here. Then we multiply minus 2 by the x, which is as minus 2x minus 2 minus multiplying minus 2 gives us positive 4. Then we subtract again. And in this case, the minus 2x minus 2x will go away because it's minus 2x plus 2x. And then we have minus 3 minus 4, which gives us minus 7. So once we get a remainder, we are done with our division, right? In this case, you are not dealing with whole numbers where you go through working on decimal points. So it means that we can express x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 3, which is the dividend, all over x minus 2, which is the divisor, as, right, the quotient, which is x squared minus 3x minus 2, right, plus the remainder, which is negative 7, all over the divisor, which is x minus 2, right? So we've gone through the process of performing division of polynomials where we have seen our x minus 2 being going through the division of the polynomial, right? And we've seen how step by step we are able to go through that process to be able to get the division of the polynomial. In our next lesson, we want to consider another example on dividing polynomials. Remember to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next lesson.